side notes. One, when we do this pass, make sure that everything somewhat happens at the same time. See how as I drop down, I'm hugging? I don't want to forget the hug and drop down like this with his shin across my stomach, because right now he can off-balance me by kicking me. If he kicks his legs straight right now, he might not sweep me over. I might, regain my footing, but I lost that connection I had to his body. It's not really a scissor sweep, but it's kind of the same idea, right? If his shin is across me, he can kick me over. So that's why I'm hugging under that at the same time, because right now, if he does the same thing, if he straightens his leg or does anything with his leg, he gives me the pass.
Yeah.
Just by me being underneath the leg all of a sudden, right? Now, we end up in this position, okay? Remember, elbow tight, don't give up any easy submissions here, right? Elbow tight, you can grab, you can C-clamp under this leg, which I like to do a lot. That kind of deal. I make the thumb in the collar, okay? And now as I start to stack forward and give him my weight, what he might try to do is with both hands, he might try to push my hip and my shoulder at the same time. And he might try to fight me on this side, right? Like crazy. And oftentimes, even if he is fighting me like this, I have a little trick that I do. The shoulder hand is not so much stopping me from passing, it's his hand on my hip that's stopping me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my weight forward. I don't let the weight up, but I do a little knee up, boom, and then I drop my leg down. So kind of quick, it's hard to see what happened, but I bring my knee up like this and then scroll my hip down like that. Now when we do that, we have to be very aware of our partner's wrist, the hand that's pushing our hip, because when I drop my hip on it, it might fold his wrist back quickly, which can wrist lock the person, and they don't have time to tap. So we have to be careful. One, we shouldn't really be stiff arming on bottom like this on someone's hip, because even if they just turn their hip or if they're heavy, we can still wrist lock ourselves. But if you do push, make sure you're pushing with this part of your hand, not up towards your fingers, like that. You can push here, it's okay. If they turn, it'll slip off, but you don't want to push up here where your fingers bend back. So be aware on both sides of that. But we're here, right? I get my thumb in, he starts to stiff arm with both sides. If I take my weight off, he's going to use this foot, start scooting away from me. You can even step on the ground here. Scoot, 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 bring your knee under my arm, and now he's out. See that? So I have to keep the weight forward. Even though he's pushing me, I keep the weight forward, 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 and then I Muay Thai knee up, and then sprawl. Boom, here. Okay? Elbow over, and then run around. Now, the other thing I can do, if I feel like I can't beat his arms, okay, maybe he's much bigger, much stronger, long arms, whatever. I get to this position, he stiff arms with both sides. Now I'm just going to change directions. I'm still going to try and sort of sell him on the fact that I want to pass to this side, but then I'm going to quickly change knee over, hug the neck, keep my arm hugging underneath his knee, and then I'm going to do a back step with my head forward. Okay, my head's on the chest. And now, see how my toes are still hooking on his knee here? I'm going to let that go, throw the legs, and pass. Okay? So we're here. I want to pass to the back side. He stiff arms. I either do the knee, or if I feel like it's not working, I'm pushing this leg down and dropping my knee over it. So my hand, which was C-clamping before, is going to go over his knee. I'm going to cup over and pull his knee in as my knee slides down. See that? My knee goes right next to his ribs, no sticks, very close to the body. And then very quickly I'm dropping down and hugging the neck here. If I can, I'll make a grip like this. I like this grip. This arm stays under the leg, my head stays forward, big back step here. And this is okay to back step. It's not likely that he'll get on top because my head is over his chest and I'm hugging under his leg, okay? So he can't really bridge. If he puts his leg down to bridge here, he's giving me the pass anyway, okay? So you're pretty much past the guard as soon as your hip touches down, but don't get too excited and let go of everything. Keep the shoulder grip here, keep your head forward, keep a little shoulder pressure, turning the chin this way, and then make sure you're managing the legs so you're not getting put back in the guard, okay? You guys want to see it one more time? Question?
So in the very beginning, why don't you drop your knee? Like what's the logic?
Because I don't want to take weight off of him. Anytime my knee's on the ground, it's weight that's not on him.
Gotcha.
I'm supporting my own weight. And anytime we're passing the guard, we want the bottom person to carry as much of our weight as humanly possible. Even if we're not in the middle of passing, even if we're just in a position that's somewhat, I guess, neutral, I still want to be on my toes here. I still want to be not on my hands like this, of course, but my knees, my hips, everything is kind of falling on him, you know? And that's sort of what helps me pass. It helps me melt through because my weight is already connected to his body.
Gotcha.
You know? So yeah, we don't want the knees to touch down until after the pass. Big principle there for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? That's good.
I'm not saying that knee group.
Huh?
I'm not saying that knee. The boys have me.
Oh yeah. So we go here, boom,
Yeah.
right?
And that's your
I make my grip. He stiff arms me on this side, right? So I try to pass anyway, and now the hand that's on the hip is the one I have to get rid of. I knee, and then sprawl back. Just like that. Hold around the head, move your way up, you should be good to go. It's actually a little safer on his hand too, rather than just like rolling your hips and trying to wrist lock the person. This kind of takes the post off. Yeah. But that's it, you're just like, boom, knee up, sprawl back.